Howdy folks, it's Diecast here again, and welcome back to Sprint Cars Road to Knoxville. Last episode, we bought our second dirt modified and signed a brand new driver. Phil Montooth will be piloting the Lone Star's second entry for the rest of Season 1. This car is the bare basic modified, as it has no upgrades, and it's going to take a fortune to build up like Alamo, which is really a good condition, good built car, completely maxed out. So we'll have to build up Charlotte, which is going to be our second car, but nonetheless, let's go ahead and get racing. We're going to let Gibson do his thing. So we got fourth. He got second in Heat 2 and got fourth in the A main. I'll take it, but he ain't making jack. He ain't making jack, guys. Alright. Next event is Gibson once again. Once again, guys. Got 11th in the A main. So I don't understand this. Like, the dude's got a maxed out car. Alright, so this is the first dual entry event for Lone Star. So we're going to have Phil Montooth in the second entry, and we'll have our person, let's see, Whoa, I did not know you could do all this. Okay, so we're going to skip practice. And then we'll skip practice. Oh, that is so cool. So, go ahead and race qualifying. But that's really cool. That is really cool. I like how they put a lot of detail in this game, guys. I really do. Oh, boy. Is it one of the... Oh, great. It's one of these super flat tracks. I'm terrible at these. And this thing looks like a piece of farmland, man. Like, Jesus. Completely flat. Just let's just go to New Hampshire and just put dirt on it. You know, that makes sense. Whoa, Nelly. Hopefully we'll be able to get a good finish though, and then we can pump all that money into the upgrades for the modified, so we'll have pretty much two very strong modifieds. And we move on to the sprint cars. Someone else could drive Alamo. We'll be able to make money from that. Awesome. So we're going to be on pole today. That's good. I'm kind of curious where the second modified is going to run. Second modified, of course, being called Charlotte. So we got Alamo and Charlotte. And there we go. Qualifying in the books. Looks like we're going to be on pole. No surprise, as we have the biggest and baddest car out there. Wait, I don't want to watch the ones. Oh, rip. I shouldn't have chose... to watch the events he's competing in. See, in this race. See. Okay, so, yeah, that was just a mistake. So we're going to go ahead and... Let's see. No. Yeah, we shouldn't have hit... we want to watch the events of him, so he's pretty much just going to have a terrible weekend. Unless we're actually in the race, we pretty much have to watch him. Which is a really big bummer. Anywho, finally, time for some racing action, even though it looks like a storm's brewing in. Green flag here. So we're starting on pole. We got the fastest hot rod out here. We still haven't even repaired it from last event, so this thing is a little bit slower than it's supposed to be, so we'll have to work on that. Ooh, big hit there, and a lot of dirt on the visor. Man, all over the wall here. Just slinging some dirt around this track. Very flat, man. Very flat, very sweeping, you know. Reminds me of like a snub-nosed New Hampshire. But then you throw dirt on it, and man, the leaders are actually attacking each other, and we're getting into it as well. Yeah, we got to do some major repairs to this thing. Get that body straightened out. This is pretty cool stuff. Let's go ahead and get that tear off. It's only a 7-lap, shootout, so not too much. But man, look at that drive off right there. If you can just sail it in the corner without hitting the opponent too much, he's going to do the crossover underneath, looking 3 wide almost. And we're back out front. Just kick that throttle. Whoa, right in the outside groove. And pulling away. And that is that speed. And this thing is got damage on it, guys, so it's going to be even faster after we repair it. But one thing I know is I want to get that chassis upgrade for our second car, because that was probably the biggest difference. Besides the engine, of course. But, I mean, engine, honestly, I would have chose the chassis upgrade instead of the engine. I think that made a... Because I had a maxed out engine and it still wasn't that good. I bought the chassis upgrade and this thing just, I mean, it doesn't turn. And like just basically just get loose extremely. Like it actually kind of lands better and it's just... you could actually be aggressive with the throttle and, like you can point the car back and then you can just stand on it and get a much better lap time compared to just being all over the place, this thing turning at a 60-degree angle. Anywho, that is a heat number 1 victory. We're going to go to the feature. Awesome. And our guy got 11th place, which I don't blame him because his modified is trash. I don't want to watch this race, but we're going to have to. I'm just going to click that in race because, I mean, yeah, it's basically going to mean that he's not going to do anything this weekend, but that's okay. I don't want him to skip it, but I don't want to watch it. I shouldn't have chose watch it, so we're just going to skip it. Or wait, maybe he actually does run it. Never mind, we should have just chose skip. So he got last place at it, no surprise. But that is pretty bad. If you get last place in the B main, that's probably like the worst thing you could do because all the good cars have qualified. So if you get last place in the B main, that means you're just that bad. Anywho, let's go ahead and repair the entire machine. I wonder if we make double the sponsorship money. I really do. Here we go. 25 laps around here. Fastest car all weekend long, or really day long, because these events are pretty well all in one day, besides practice and such. Anyways, battling for the lead here. Oh, man, into the wall. Yep, just tearing that thing up that we just repaired. Huge run of momentum down the straightaways. Already a lead change early on, but he's going to do for the crossover. Man, dadgum. If these guys would just get on the throttle. Man, just some aggressive dirt racing right now. One thing I wish they would have in this game is a name bar above the drivers, because I don't know who's who. I really don't. Golly. Look at this, man. They're just all over this freaking racetrack. That's what I'm talking about, is that the AI just has no mercy or sympathy, man. They just flat out all over this place. I can't use up all my tear-offs. I need to kind of be a little bit more conservative with them. Meanwhile, while we're all racing side by side because these idiots cannot drive, neither can I, that we're just letting the leader pull away, but we have the fastest hot rod this whole race event. So I think we can easily run down the leader. I think lap traffic will come into play. It's only a 25 lapper, it's not a 30 lapper, so it's going to be a little bit shorter, so lap traffic might not be as potent as it was last race, but that is still nothing to snub at. Still got to get a good run here. If we can just find our groove, but these darn cars keep taking my inside line, and whoa, big bottle, got to jump on the brakes. That's what I'm talking about, guys. These guys need to know how to just use the gas pedal, man. And well, we're just falling back even more because I'm dealing with these idiots. Yep, that's what happens when you use the brakes. Bad idea. Too much brake. If I could just have the inside groove, that would be nice. But I can't have that luxury. And they just keep passing me on the inside and they get in front of me and slow me down. So screw all these guys. I'm just going to go around them. Yep. Why do I keep hitting the brakes? The world may never know. Gotta be more aggressive, guys. Gotta be more aggressive. Gotta be aggressive. Gotta be more aggressive. They're gonna do the same thing to me. I gotta do the same thing to them. I mean, whatever it takes. That's my mantra. I mean, we have almost used half our tear-offs in the first 10 laps of this event, so bear with me with the dirt on the camera. I tell you that. Bear with me. Once we get back down a few more laps, I'll probably go ahead and use the tear-off, but I don't want to use all of it. I want to make sure we have something in the tank. That's just how I am. I like to, you know, ration my resources in any form of life, video games or real life, whatever, until I really need to. So right there, let a few laps go, then we can use our tear off. So we have 5 to run 15 laps with. That's pretty good. Now it's just me and the leader. Hopefully. Nope. Oh, dang it, man. I'm gonna block him. So I'm noticing that if you just go really hard in the corner and you get that outside, you get a pretty good runoff. It's actually working pretty well. That outside momentum really helps. But if they get on your inside, they're just a pain in the hind end, guys. They just get on that inside so well. Halfway here tonight. We're still in contention for the feature, guys. Like, we can win this. I just gotta find a way to catch up to them. Car's a little bit beat up, but it's okay. We are cutting down the gap, and I think he did get in the wall in that corner. Maybe not, I don't know. Let out the gas, kind of get back to the gas, point it, and then just slam the throttle. That's that $19,000 engine, you know, really coming into play here, but he's back in the wall again, so that's gonna hurt his momentum. It's just going to keep hurting him. I think he might be overdriving his car a little too much, knowing that I'm making up so much time on him that it's kind of forcing him. Like right there, in 3 and 4, he's terrible. He's terrible in 3 and 4. Oh, man. Oh, good Lord. So we can try to get a good run on him, and then we'll be able to actually make the pass. Oh, he's back in the wall again. Oh, man. Maybe we can try to make the pass here. Oh, there we go. Kind of move him up the racetrack. There we go. Go around him. Clear the pass. New leader. So we are finally out front. Heck yeah, guys. Let a few laps go, possibly, and then we'll use our tear off. Just want to make sure we have something in the tank. Last thing I wanted is to be at the end of the race and we got no tear offs. We'll probably be good, but I'm just going to make sure we have enough. Meanwhile, we are out front. Could we get another Pro Modified feature win? I mean, this would be huge to get this win because all that extra cash will go straight into our second Modified, and then we can finally get something out of that race car. Because right now, it's not going to be profitable the way it's going to be running. We have to put more money into it. I mean, if you win one feature, I mean, it's like 10 grand, so if you dump 30 grand into that car, you win 5 races, well, you just made some money. But you got to win a bunch of futures to get that money back. But meanwhile, we are within the last 5 laps to go tonight. I mean, it's looking like to be a pretty good event for us, guys. It really is. Just all out, good racing. The first upgrade, though, I'm going to buy for the Modified is probably the chassis because that was the biggest difference. I will consider, you know, getting better drivers for next season. Because, you know, I want to keep Gibson on the team. But then again, I'm like, man, he hasn't done nothing, you know. He's got a few top 5s. But it's like, I can't imagine that a guy's running amateur class in midgets. And he can't even get a win in any of the races. He's not won a heat, a B main, or A main, anything. He has not won qualifying. He's not won jack. And he's running amateur and semi-pro midget races, and he hasn't won nothing. So I really do think he's going to get off the team, unless I can improve his statistics. Maybe I'll look into that. But if I can't, then no question, he is off the team. Gotta do what you gotta do. Meanwhile, we are countering some lap traffic. I don't want to get into them, as all they'll do is just raise up our repair costs. Meanwhile, it's the last lap tonight. We qualified on pole. We won our heat race. We won our way into the A main front row. We'll let these guys kind of race it out. Ain't worried about it. Whoa! Bump them a little bit. And that's a Pro Modified feature win. Heck yeah, guys. Heck yeah. Awesome, awesome job tonight. So, it was a bad debut for Phil Montooth, which is my fault because I chose the wrong setting. Because instead of me letting him race, I chose the spectator mode, which basically means he has to run everything. And I have to watch everything. Not going to work. $14,000. Wow, for the 8 main. That is a lot of money. Sponsor bonus. So I'm guessing that's. I'll have to see if you win the race, you get the extra $700, or is that for 2 cars? I don't know. I think that's for 2 cars. Look at that, guys. $19,000 in the bank. Wow. Definitely a really good night for the race team. Let's see what we can do. Actually, no. Let's go ahead and repair our. Let's go ahead and repair Alamo. Get that taken care of. Does Betsy need to be worked on? No. I don't know if they accumulate damage when they're running. I'm not even sure on that. I think they do sometimes. I don't know. What am I doing? I need to work on Charlotte. How much for the best engine? So it'd be $19,000, but it would leave us at $94. Did we just go ahead and buy that now? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to distribute it. So I'm going to get the loads. Let's see, get titanium discs. We'll do that. And that will get him pretty well upgraded. And then all we got to do is the weight kit and the engine. So there we go. We'll bump a pile of money into that. But that would definitely get Phil a better race car. But I don't think I can improve what's-his-face's statistics, Gibson Fairley. So he probably will be replaced next year. Phil Montooth, maybe get him a midget ride next year if he doesn't, do good with the Pro Modifieds. But definitely, I want him on my Pro Modified team. But Gibson Fairley, I mean, he's not doing anything, guys. I mean, look at his handling. It's a full bar on handling, and this guy can't even get me a heat win. He can't get nothing. It's a shame. It's a big shame. Sponsor still good with road weight clothing. And with that is going to be the end of this video. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to smash that subscribe button. I know you'll love my videos. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. And thank you all so much for watching. Hope you had a great one out there. And Diecast Buffet, signing off.